Good morning, Helideck here, and every morning, well, it's me for morning because I'm on nights, we're going to get up and we're going to do some phys to stop turning into a big lardy bloater. Obviously, if you just sit there drinking tea and eating biscuits all day, it's not going to do any good, so I like to do a walk every day. Right, okay, let's see, let's show you a lap. Got the galley fan here. When you pass this, you tend to get a lovely food smell going on. And this little thing down here is my abacus. Each one of these little beads is one lap, and then when you've done 8 of those, that's another. So if I do 40 laps, that's 5 kilometres, and that's probably about all I'm going to do for each day. Right, here we go. I'm just going to put this in here for a minute. There is a certain etiquette to the whole walking around the deck thing. If you get some plum who's going with the shins while you're going clockwise, it does tend to piss people off. So generally speaking, I like to go clockwise in the northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise in the southern hemisphere. What's going on here? A bunch of people just standing around having a little look. And tonight we seem to be backloading pipes onto the off the main deck and onto the airway spoiler. And there's our safety man just standing there, observing and watching. So, a sticky hot day, and this is how we roll. 40 times around the deck, 5 kilometres, and that usually is enough to ensure a good sweat. So, come with us and we'll go for a little waddle. So there you have it. That was 1 lap round the 5s on the Helideck. Much better than the Pioneer because you're not tripping over deck winches and everything. But yeah, a good 5 or 6 kilometre blast around the deck every day usually does me in, actually, for me for the rest of the day. But you've got to do something, otherwise you just turn into a pudding. Let's go and have a look at some of the other things that are on offer physical wise on here. Yeah, up higher and higher. Traditionally, back in the old days, the Helideck was the place where you got your rest. But at the moment, it being the Arabian Gulf in the middle of the summer, to come up here during the normal hours of daylight is absolutely bonkers because it's hot as it's like wandering around in a frying pan. But usually there's like green disco lights on around here. But no, I prefer the 5s to being up here because it stops you getting absolutely roasted. Anyway, on we go. And here we are in the Gymnosium. I never ever come in here because usually there's a bunch of sweaty men. I mean, I'm a bit of a sweaty man myself already this evening, but the idea of sitting in somebody else's sweaty stuff, look at all this business down here. Lots of weights, perfect if you like a bit of that sort of thing, but not my bag really. All those heavy things to pick up where brutish men grunt away, but yeah, not my cup of tea in here at all. Come in here once so you don't get lost and come in again. Here we have the non-smoking rec room. When we got jammed up here last time, I was here for almost 2 weeks, just sitting on that chair doing absolutely nothing because we're in quarantine. But yeah, generally we don't bother with this, and we're properly down on weather. But there is another rec room, but that's a smoking one. It's like an iron lung in there, so I'll never ever go in there either. Right, I've had enough of that. I'm all sweaty now, so I'm going to go back to our little grot. Luxurious advantage at the moment of being in here on my own, which is tremendous. So yes, 322, scene of many crimes.